He sneaks in, I saw him earlier.
So again, thanks again, great speech today. You mentioned the importance of being relentless and having major focus for your success. So what advice would you give for those who are trying to develop that relentlessness and that focus and aren't quite there yet?
I think it's going to come down inevitably to what's going on in between the 5 inches between both ears. You know, I'm not asking anyone to cut their arm off here, but I'm asking for a commitment. And you have to, well, this sounds bizarre, right? Forgive me for being bizarre, but it does work. Talk to yourself. So, I know it sounds weird, but I do it even now, not as much as I used to. I used to do it once a week. I go in a room with a mirror, because the only person I can seriously rely on to tell me the truth is me, because everyone else has got an agenda. So I would talk to a mirror, and I'd have proper conversations as if I was talking to someone else, and the mirror would talk back to me. So you go in and you say, God, what was you doing? What was you thinking of today? What was you doing with that geezer? What was you doing taking that deal? Well, I thought it was a good deal at the time. The cash flow, I mean, that sort of conversation. So be truthful to yourself and find out what you want. There are 3 stages, there's actually 5, but in real life there's 3 stages of life if you want to be successful. 1, totally and completely selfish, irrespective of anyone. Friends, family, children, back anything. Community. Because like when you get on a plane, what do they say? If we experience a lack of oxygen, a mask will drop in front of you. What do they then say? Do yours first. Because you can't help anyone else unless you're breathing. So number 1 stage of life is selfishness. When you get to a certain stage where you think, I've gone beyond that a little bit, then you can become a better father, a better husband, a better friend. Before that, your focus was so narrow. Because if you don't focus narrow, you get put off by your lateral vision, if you like. When you get to the stage, as you get older, and please God it happens to you, you get beyond where your family are safe, protected, where family's first, business is a close second. My favourite Eddie quote that he inevitably stole from his father, as most of his quotes are stolen from his father. When you get beyond that, you can then look at stage 3 of your life, which is how can I benefit the community I came from, for which I owe my upbringing to. And that's an important part of balancing you as a human being. Later on, if you go really crazy, you can say, how can I benefit the country I come from? And if your name is Bill Gates or George Soros, then you can say, how can I benefit the world I came from? I'm happy to get to stage 3, and I intend to stage there. And if I can help a little bit on grade stage 4, I will. But that focus, that commitment, has to be from you. And you have to really believe it. From the age of 18 to 20, my mother locked me up in my bedroom every night, Monday to Friday. She said, you study. We can't afford to take the exam twice. You have to pass first time. She put that discipline and that work ethic into me that has stayed with me, and I'm proud to say has been passed on to my son, because he grew up in a different world to me, and I thought he might be a rich kid and be useless, and he's ended up being better than his old man. But it comes from a work ethic. So you have to ask yourself and be truthful in that mirror, what type of life do I really want? No bullshit yourself. Waste the time bullshitting yourself. There's plenty of other people to bullshit. But to yourself, tell the truth, and then act accordingly, and make the sacrifices that you yourself are prepared to make. But be the best you can.
I think that is a beautiful and brilliant way to end. I'm sad that we've run out.